Yo, what up? Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, in the building. What's cracking with y'all? I know it's taking a second for y'all to get in here. Zoe Up Morning Show. You already know what we do. This is my Wednesday night show on Dash Radio. I'm in here ready to get it cracking, ready to get activated. We're going to have an incredible show tonight, but I know what motherfuckers is going to be calling me for tonight. What up, what up, what up, family? How y'all doing? The phone number to dial. Let me put this up again. I want y'all to holla at me tonight. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. All right? I want y'all to holla at me tonight. All right? Phone lines will be cracking. The show starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, that's 8 p.m. All right? I want y'all to holla at me. We're doing a hell of a show tonight. It's called She Go. A deeper look at how the untamed female ego can lead some women to become single. Right? We got some sisters that's going to come in and talk about it. We got some sisters that's going to participate in the conversation. You feel me? Oh, yeah. Ram Omar. Y'all should go support Ram Omar right now. You underdig? Ram Omar did the shirt as well. This is what the Assyrian god kings wore. And, of course, Assyria is modern-day Persia. Whatever. Much respect, yo. Show gonna be lit tonight. I'm not finna play around, you understand? I'm a real motherfucker with real flaws. I keep trying to tell people, like, I was talking to the sister, she was like, well, yeah, you say you're the voice of reason, you know, but I'm a human being. And I've always portrayed myself as a flawed human being. And it's not a portrayal, it's not a depiction, it's a, you understand what I'm saying? It's a real situation. This is who I am. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. Let's send that out. I'm a man at the end of the day, and I'm flawed. And some of my masculine qualities are liabilities and weaknesses as well. You understand? And I'm always trying to work through my issues. And I think I'm pretty transparent in terms of making sure that the audience does not categorize me as somebody who comes across as perfect or somebody who comes across as having it all together. I do not, you know? And I think I lead with showing that the majority, all of my lessons, all of my wisdom, all of my knowledge came from falling flat on my face. You know, from losing the love of my life multiple times, making poor decisions in relationships, from being inauthentic in relationships, which caused some of the women that I love the most to disrespect me in certain ways. I try to lead with the flaws. I never try to come across like what I say are the only right answers. Right? I try to lay it out there flat and let the motherfuckers know, like, there's multiple right answers to every question. There's multiple wrong answers to every question. I don't try to come across like I'm this perfect dude. And I'm not. You know, I'm not. So, this is why my shows are cathartic for me. My shows are designed to have conversations that enlighten me. They're not always about, my perspective and me being right. And, I could listen to somebody and they have a totally divergent opinion about a particular issue or subject. And I don't have to, be, like condescending or negative toward that person. But at the same time, I feel like that courtesy should be reciprocal. And unfortunately, it's not always reciprocal. You understand what I'm saying? So when it crosses the line to disrespect the invasion of personal space and all that other shit, man, it's just too much sometimes. So tonight's topic, I want y'all to participate with me, but I'm open to taking calls and, on anything, on everything. I'm open to talk to my folks tonight. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. And YouTube, you guys are my largest audience. I just need y'all to know that. Or the second largest. You guys are coming up on 25,000 subscribers. I don't know if these are real accounts or fake accounts. I don't know, but I really need y'all to support the movement that we're trying to do. And be honest, man, Dash Radio is cool. I love being here, but I'd rather own the VOR, I'd rather own the VOR, right? It's a whole bunch of people listening to this right now. Last week before last, I revealed the pre-order button on my new website for my new book, which should drop in September, no later than November. I need y'all to go out there, man. Go to my website and mash on that. All right? I need you to go mash on that, like for real. Pre-order it. IamZoeWilliams.com, The Holographic Relationship, a deeper look at the connection between consciousness, God, and intimacy, my upcoming book. Also, there's only 190 copies of The Relationship Dismount, a book everybody say is a cold piece of work, and I believe that it is. See, people have a misconception, man, like you're intelligent, you're articulate, so you're somehow not flawed, you're somehow not still a work in progress. And I am, man. I'm a full work in progress, and I take full responsibility for my actions, inactions, and at the end of the day, man, I'm just trying to be a good person out here in these streets. I'm trying to overcome my flaws, and any means of conversation or book writing or anything that I put out, like I said, is a form of therapy for me, is a form of healing for me. So, but that's what's up, man. I need everybody on here to support my GoFundMe page, www.gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. I need everybody to support. I mean, 25,000 people here. We should have sold out of the Relationship Dismount weeks ago. You know what I mean? There's only 190 copies left. So I'm hoping you guys can continue to support that movement. IamZoeWilliams.com. Also, pre-order The Holographic Relationship. I talked to my web guy. In 2 weeks, we only got 26 orders of that book. And I was under the impression that people were really interested in the follow-up to The Relationship Dismount. And maybe the word is just getting out, but I need everybody to support real strong. You know what I mean? Real strong. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, man. I just got to work. I'm ready to do work. I'm ready to get work in for tonight's show. She Go. A deeper look at how the untamed female ego can lead some women to being single. I got questions. True or false? First and foremost, a girl with a big ego doesn't really admit her feelings for someone she's interested in. Ladies, I want you guys to call me. I want you guys to call me and answer that question. You've never donated before. Kevin, well, support the movement, man. GoFundMe.com/Zoe Williams. All right. I talked to Freeze Love today, man. You'd be surprised what Freeze had to say about it, his history with the whole situation. Me and Freeze talked for about an hour. Freeze said he'll be back to the 5150 shows soon. All right. All right. I appreciate anybody who donates. More questions. What are the positive and negative effects of the female ego on intimate relationships? True or false? Before putting it all on men, check the female ego. Yes or no? Y'all get at us on that. We about to do this show, man. Yeah. My app is good. Y'all can go to my app. You can buy my book from the app. You can pre-order the books from the app. You can, do it all. Definitely want to hear from y'all today. The number to dial, 323-230-4610. Right? 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dash Radio. Hot Button Radio. Alright? No, I'm not scared of meeting Veronica for the first time. She called me today, too. Claudia Jordan called me today. Jeff Brown called me today. When Claudia didn't call, I text her. It's Claudia's birthday today. Shout out to Claudia Jordan. C Murder. CJ. It's her birthday. Y'all should reach out to her and say happy birthday. But she hit me on Facebook, too, and was asking me questions about everything. Nah, man, everything is good. Everything is love. I'm just asking y'all to continue to support the movement. Everybody reach out tonight. Call me tonight, 323-230-4610. Dash Radio, Hot Button Radio. Y'all get at me. All right? Yeah, Freeze Love is my dog, man. Listen, me and Freeze Love go back over 30 years, man. Like, he was the big brother, man, to everybody in the hood in Pasadena. To our hood anyway, up in Altadena on Sacramento Street. That dude, and that wasn't really my hood. In Pasadena, I lived on Catalina and Villa, south of there. But it was our hood because the studio was there, and that's where we went to go record our music. You know what I mean? But Freeze Love was there. He was a few years older than us. You know what I mean? He was a few years older than us. And he was like a mentor back in the day. So that's my guy. Me and Freeze would never take it there, even though we boil over sometimes. You know what I mean? Right? But that's what's up. I need everybody to tune in tonight. She Go. Y'all need to get at us, man. I'm going to meet her, though. Veronica Conway, man. She called me today. I'm going to meet with her. You know what I mean? Like, that's my girl. She cool as fuck, man. So I know it's going to be cool when we do this little retreat or whatever. Joshua Tree, California. soulofthedesert.us. So ask women if they think ego is their... Oh, it faded out. Read it. Type it again. Zoe plus VC equals love child. Hilarious. So, that's what I need, man. Oh yeah, man, I'm doing this shit on my fucking iPhone 7, man, over the Wi-Fi, man. This is a nice little look. Terrible loss tonight or today, Charlie Murphy, one of the greatest comedic storytellers of all time. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest comedic storytellers of all time. It's tough, man. He was battling leukemia. Shit, relatively young, under 60. So, it was tough, man. It's hurtful that, he had to pass. He was a good brother. Naptown with you, Zoe. What up, famo? Has Kev ever showed you proof of his claim status correction? And that's one of the main reasons why, I entertain the idea, because I'm curious intellectually. I entertain them, but I'm like everybody else when it comes to that. Like, show me that it works unequivocally, right? That there's without a shadow of a doubt that it works, Yeah, Charlie Murphy passed. Is the earth flat? Wow, I don't know. I have never been outside of the earth to verify to confirm or deny. I mean, I haven't even really listened to the flat earthers argument. You know, I got a couple of friends who's been asking me, you know, to peep that out and weigh in, and I just, you know, I think it's round. I don't know, you know, I've never been on the outside of it. I don't know. So, do you have anger problems? I think so. But if you listen to my show, you hear me talk about it all the time. So let's not be silly, right? Let's not be silly. Like, if you're really listening, you'd understand. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like, almost redundant. Let me know when you have a show with unbiased women. What do you mean by unbiased women? Give me an example of what you're talking about. Like, I try to open up the show to everybody. All right? I try to open up the show to all types and all walks of women. And we reach out to a lot of people too. Not everybody is available at the times we're available. So it's difficult to get a wider selection of people, but we try to do the best that we can. You understand? And if you notice, I'm starting to rotate in different people, different women from different walks of life so we could get a wider, you know, kind of swath of perspectives. You only have women on there who agree with blaming black women for it. That's not true. That's not true. Veronica doesn't agree with blaming black women. That's not true. Ashanti Ford didn't agree with that. Hecka Activated didn't agree with that. So that's not true. We have all types of people on the show, and not all the women always agree. And I have an open forum here, and I want women to disagree if they disagree, period. But at the same time, I don't want a polarized show, meaning this side believes that side believes that. The contrast is good. It makes for good protagonist, antagonist. What I like is a more balanced show where when women are culpable, intelligent, bright, and accountable women step up and go, yeah, we're culpable for that. When women are not culpable and men are culpable, I want intelligent, bright men to step up and go, right, we're culpable for that, right? It's not always cut and dry, black and white. So I want people, that's what I want. I want a gray show. Balance to me is gray. Life is gray. Life is ambivalent. It isn't a unidirectional blame arrow. The blame is going this way. I'm not trying to blame women for everything, and I'm not trying to blame men for everything. I want women to be accountable and culpable for what they are accountable and culpable for, and I want men to do the same, period, and do it in each other's face. A lot of times, you know, we blaming as a coping mechanism or as a camouflage for hiding our responsibility. That's not true. I don't know how many shows you've watched. But most of the shows, it's pulling teeth to bring people to the center. I'll present a particular topic and try to pull people to the center on it, but most people want to stay either left or right. They want to stay either, you know, in the blame game, victimhood space. Just for a year? Okay. A lot of these people want to stay in a particular space, and I don't want people to stay there. You know what I'm saying? I want people to say, and I don't know how many different ways I could say this, but I keep asking the questions. I can't answer the questions for the people, right? I'm sure maybe you should come on my show. If your channel is that balanced, let me just say, I'm open to you bringing some balance to mine. I mean, if this is what it's about, like, if it's about saying, let's go over to your channel, I'll go to your channel and see what you got. I'll go over there. I'll even bring you over here so you can bring some of the people that are following me to yourself. But if this is about self-promotion and you come over here and you're really not balanced and there's flaws in what you're saying, then I'll understand what part of the motive was, right? For saying, oh, it's not balanced and I've been following you or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you can come through. No judgment, nothing. You know what I'm saying? My show is about creating the dialogue, having the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had all types of people on from all walks of life. We've had professional women. We've had celebrity women. We've had clinical psychiatrists, females, by the way. We've had women from all walks of life. We've had exotic dancers. You know, we've had all of that. And that's good. If you got more subscribers, excellent. If you're balanced, excellent. So you're feeling the need. You're feeling the purpose, right? So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Excellent. That's dope, sister. Like I said, you want to have a conversation about it? We can. I don't believe in, excluding anybody's perspective or opinions. I don't. Well, I would have to, first off, you can't, it's very difficult to have a balanced show, number one. I'm going to go check your site out or your YouTube page. Very difficult to have a balanced show because you can't control the answers. You can only control the framing, right? You can only control the framing. You can't control the answers. So people are going to answer from their life experience, from their knowledge base. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, you're more than welcome to come on here and bring some of the balance that you purport to have. I would like to see some of your stuff and just evaluate it for myself, but it's very difficult. And if you've achieved balance, then everybody should follow you. Everybody should rock with you. Which book did you order, bro? Did you order the Relationship Dismount or did you order the Holographic Relationship? Which book did you order that you say you're waiting on? And when did you order it? Because I got packaged books. I got about 15 packaged books ready to go to the post office in my car right now. So you might be one of those. I've been going through the last 2 days. I would love to bring her on the show. You might have some awesome stuff, some awesome content, love. We'd love to check that out. Oh, man. Hey, man, I'll be trying to get people their shit as soon as I can get it. I send out book orders first class. So I pack them up, send them out first class, try to get them out to you the day you order or the day after you order. That's really what I try to do. That's kind of my MO. Once again, the Holographic Relationship is scheduled for September. But if I don't hit that September date because I'm still editing and writing, right? Oh, wow, you don't like Kev. Oh, okay. Cynthia, you should email me. Email me your information, right? And we should connect. Maybe you can, call into the show one day, My email address is 2319zo1@gmail.com. 2319zo1@gmail.com. All right, 2319zo1.com. Let me do it one more time. 2319z O as an Oscar 1@gmail.com. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Again, tonight's show, She Go. Right? A deeper look at how the untamed female ego can lead some women to become single. Cynthia, maybe you should call in tonight. Maybe you should call in tonight. I got another sister with a master's degree, right, in psychology or something. She'll be here tonight. Maybe you should call in tonight to add some balance. 5 to 7 p.m. 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, 8 to 10, right? But yeah, you should call in tonight. This is one of those shows, how the female ego backfires in intimate relationships. People say the male ego is out of control, right? People say men and our egos, and you know, I'm one. Listen, I'm not gonna say that, you know, my ego is in check, because it certainly is not. But a lot of times women don't talk about the female ego. Right? Women don't talk about the female ego. Can we talk about the female ego and how the female ego affects intimate relationships? What are the top 3 things that women do egoically that push men away? I'm real interested to know. So if I create the framework, right? If I create the framework for this kind of conversation, and most of the women who come on are deflecting and not answering the questions directly, or even worse, just fucking lying about it and trying to talk around it, it's like, hey, it's easy for you to point out the male ego, right? It's easy for you to point out the male ego and say, men do this, men do that, men are controlling, men are aggressive, men are la 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 la. But why is it so difficult for women to point out the negative attributes of the female ego?
You know what women do?
What do they do? This is my guy Mark right here. We're on live with Mark. Let's bring Mark in here.
You know what women do? They keep a card catalog file up here of all your past transgressions. And in a fight that they may be losing on the subject at hand, they go to the card catalog of shit you did in the past that they're still pissed about. They supposedly forgave you for, but it's all still up here. And they will pull that out in the middle of an argument about something completely different in an attempt to win the fight that you're fighting.
Wow. They're kitchen sinking us.
Yeah.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink and not dealing with what is present in the moment.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that's an evil thing. I'm not saying it's even bad. I'm just saying that's what women do.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
So you gonna call in, Cynthia? Huh? I know men kitchen sink. I'm not saying any of the tactics of the ego are gender exclusive, but I'm saying the expression of it may vary from gender to gender. And what I want to do, ladies, is ask you to articulate those subtle differences in the female ego that distinguishes it from the male ego.
And I get what she's saying. I kind of hear it through you. When men do this too, but women are better at it. Like, okay, let's say you're having a fight about you supposedly do such and such.
Right.
Right? You're always doing such and such. A woman will go, give me an example of what you're talking about.
Well,
guys can never come up with one.
Right.
But women can give you 3 or 4 examples
bing,
of,
bing, bing.
of how you do such and such.
Right.
They remember all that. That's why I say card catalog.
Right.
They store all that up, and when you're in a fight, if you say, give me an example of how I do such and such, she can give you 3 or 4. I can't reverse that on her.
Wow.
Like, she'll say, oh, tell me, when have I ever procrastinated about something? I'm like, I know you do it.
Right.
I just can't think of any right now. Yeah, okay.
She has a photographic memory for relationship infractions.
Exactly.
Men do not. I want you guys to own it. And that makes my page imbalanced, because I call these things to the fore. This is Cynthia. I like having a conversation with you right now. Cynthia, you mean to tell me that the majority of the women you know do not claim to be better liars than men? I hear women say it all the time. We're better at it. We're better at lying. But then at the same time, paradoxically, we'll say, but we don't lie and we want the truth. Well, how are you better at something you don't do? I'm confused. How are you better at something you don't participate in? We're better at manipulating. We're better at lying. You guys are sloppy. If it were us, we would never get caught because we know. Hold on. What are we doing? How can you be better at something that you don't do? We pay better attention to details than men do. And that's not true. As someone who went to school for psychology, you should know, right? It depends on what you're talking about. It depends on what holds a man's attention. It depends on what holds a woman's attention. Let me just say, it depends on what holds a person's attention, right? I'm just saying, like, I need you to deal with that. I need you to come on the show tonight. You'll be my special guest along with Tiffany, right? And let's have the conversation. She Go. That's the name of the topic. She Go. Oh, wow. A deeper look at the untamed female ego and how it could lead to a lot of women becoming single. You cannot tell me that your ego don't have you at the crib by yourself. You can't tell me. There are a lot of women who are fucking by themselves single because their ego is out of check, because their expectations are out of check, because they have unrealistic self-evaluation and they expect more than who they are. Am I lying? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Can we figure that out? But first off, we all understand that we're speaking in generalities. We're not speaking in absolutes. We all understand that these are generalities. We cannot speak in absolutes. I always use Robert Anton Wilson's the word he used, which is some banal, some but not all, some banal. Listen, I keep telling you, go to dashradio.com. Once you get to dashradio.com, you scroll all the way down to the bottom and you'll see Hot Button Radio. Once you click on Hot Button Radio at 5 p.m., I'll be live. All right? 5 p.m. is Pacific Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a 2-hour show from 5 to 7 on the West Coast, from 8 to 10 on the East Coast. Find out your local time and adjust accordingly. Dashradio.com. Can somebody type that for me? Dashradio.com. Can somebody type it in? Dashradio.com. Right? And then once you type in dashradio.com, it's simple. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. You'll see Hot Button Radio. Egocentricity is an immature characteristic, so any person that allows their ego to make decision, come on. Ask yourself a question. If ego had a gender, and we're just talking about the stereotype of ego, would it be a man or a woman? Be honest, Cynthia. If ego had a gender based on the stereotype and the media, it would be a man. So what does that do for women? It lets the woman off the hook. It lets the woman off the hook. She could be as egoic as a motherfucker, and nobody's really gonna check it on, or even it's subtle. They don't even pick up on it. Like, well, what the fuck is that? So I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is something to consider. Now I'm gonna ask everybody. Man. It's a lot of people in here right now. Can I get you guys as a collective body? It's 166 people in here right now. As a collective body, can I get everybody in here to go to my GoFundMe page, www.gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. Donate what you can. I'd appreciate it. Or go to IamZoeWilliams.com and pre-order The Holographic Relationship. All right? The Holographic Relationship is my forthcoming book. It is the follow-up to the book that came out in July 1st of 2015, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing. Thank you so much, Ellie, for donating yesterday. I appreciate it. It's the follow-up to the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. That's a powerful. I appreciate everybody for, their donations. But everybody, please, please, please donate, pre-order, and purchase the books that are available on my website. I'd appreciate it. I'm about to check in with Facebook Live. So anybody that's following me on my Facebook page, I'm about to do a Facebook Live promo like this. I'm also going to do an IG. I'm also going to do a Periscope in preparation for tonight's show. Remember, 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 to 10 p.m. Cynthia, please call in and share tonight. She Go. A deeper look at how the untamed female ego can lead some women to become single. Holla at me. All right? I got love for y'all. Deuces.